Greetings again, everyone. John B here from Phone Arena. I'm just going to show you the T-Mobile myTouch 4G slide, and I'm just going to run a couple of benchmark tests. The usual set. First one's going to be quadrant, and of course the second one's going to be Antutu to show you kind of a number it's going to pull in, and we just install the two applications here. So let's jump right into it. Let's just run quadrant and see what kind of scores it's going to put up here. So let's run the full benchmark test. Just want to say that it is powered by a dual-core 1.2 GHz Qualcomm Snapdragon processor, and similar to the Sensation 4G for T-Mobile we checked out not too long ago. The Sensation 4G actually had quadrant scores of between 1900 and 2300. So let's see what kind of numbers it's going to put up with this. Overall, just the operation that we've been seeing so far with the myTouch 4G slide, it's pretty smooth. And of course, it ultimately comes down to user experience, even though we have all these different results with these benchmark tests here. But as far as the user experience is concerned, it is pretty smooth, stable. Doesn't seem sluggish by any means here. And just looking at some of the frame rates here, like that one we're just seeing, and this one here, 30 frames per second on the average. It's almost done here, so let's take a look and see what number it puts in here. Let's hit yes. Run it second time, so it puts up a score of 1823 first time, so that's probably on the low side. Let's try this again here. Run it one more time, see what kind of numbers it's going to put up. So 1800. Still almost on par with the minimum score we saw with the Sensation 4G. Again, 1914 was the minimum score that we saw with the HTC Sensation 4G not too long ago. So as far as just these graphical tests are concerned, it's running fairly smoothly, above the 30 frames per second mark. Sometimes it goes up to as much as 50. And should be almost just a few more graphical tests here and we'll be done. This one here is almost a smooth 60 frames per second, so it's not having trouble with this test here. And the last one is steady 30 frames per second, so let's take a look and see what comes up here. So this time around, puts in a score of 1910, 1910, so a little bit better. We'll take a look again, see a little bit later, see what else it's able to deliver. But right now, let's get started and just show you what we got the Antutu benchmark test here. It's going to run this guy here. We already ran it. It's of course a lengthy test. Takes approximately quite some time to run. But you could tell the overall score that we received here is 4210. You can see it right there. So as far as the when you compare that to the Sensation 4G, Sensation 4G got an overall score of 3247. So it is actually better with this test. And when we look at the score chart, you can tell from with other devices when you compare it. Let's see if we could see it here a little bit better. Versus, it is above devices like the Nexus S, the Desire HD, the Nexus 1, of course, but it's kind of below the mark of the Motorola Zoom, the Optimus 2X, and of course the king of the hill right now looks like the Samsung Galaxy S2 with this benchmark test. But as we said, benchmark scores are one thing, but as far as just user operation, it's running pretty smooth, very quick, and doesn't seem too buggy or lagging with its operation. So it looks pretty good so far. But of course, we'll be testing it out, checking the handset in depth a little bit more to see what kind of actual experience we'll get. But in the meantime, if you want to learn more about the T-Mobile myTouch 4G slide, you can check it out at our website, phonearena.com.